2 a.m. London time, grabbed the highs, sold off. Previous day, where was it? Yeah, 2 a.m. London time, nice morning star play. Yeah, that 2 a.m. London time does seem like the sweet spot. Nice find, man. Where was 2 a.m. the day before? Again, 2 a.m. grabbed the highs, broke out, lovely push. So if you guys want to trade Asia, Sean's just got the secret spot. Where is it here? 2 a.m. huge push down, 2:15 bit of pull. Nothing too much that day, but pretty much every day this week. 2 a.m. London time has been that sweet spot. Let's see, does it play all the way back here? Where's 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. Oh, look at that, 2 a.m. fake out sells. Wow, that's huge. Broke above 2 a.m., broke straight back below, open of the 4 hour, huge push down.
Order filled.
Nice spot, Sean. I've never really found a time frame on Asia that I'd like to sit down and know that it moves very well at that time. I find it always just kind of goes when it wants. Yeah, here again, 2 a.m. morning star play, huge push. Yeah, nice. That's actually a really nice spot, Sean. You could literally just trade that first 2 a.m. London time open. That's very interesting. Almost every other day that 2 a.m. candle. I might backtest that at some point. 2 a.m. candle time has been very, very good. Gold finding some support here, guys. 4 hour looking pretty doji. Where's that 2 a.m.? A little bit of a not the cleanest one there. Do you know anything about pocket option? Heard about people trading gold? No, not something I've ever used. Not something I've used. Most of the time, it takes liquidity one direction and pushes in the other. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll sit down and watch that tomorrow, man. It was absolutely beautiful here today as well. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very nice. Did you trade minis on the 50k account or just micros? Pretty much for all of April, I did trade micros just because the ranges are so big. But for the most part, I'm trading minis. But almost all of April, I was trading. Minis, yeah. That's very micros, because the ranges were just insane. The ranges on gold, like in every session, were just moving hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ticks. Yeah, I decided to size down a lot. Even though April was a great month, I massively reduced my risk. But in normal times, like back today, I'll trade just one mini for the most part. One mini, get great consistency on that as well. So everything I do to this again to get the actual funded account was just trading minis, just one mini max. The reason I'm not short in hit gold, guys, is because like I said, this could easily be grabbing 30-minute lows to still pull back. You still have these hourly highs here. I'm not a huge fan of sells here, guys. Fibonacci, yeah, I used to use Fibonacci when I'd be swing trading more to understand high time frame pullbacks. Definitely, yeah, look at the 50s, 61, 78. Yeah, I used to use Fibs a lot more. I don't use it much for day trading anymore, but it can be useful. I don't think I've set it up on here. I don't know what the settings are going to be like on this.
Order filled.
Rainbow, that's beautiful. So you can see there's that 50% retracement of this huge Asia push down, which is also them previous hourly highs that we spoke about. So I kind of, the good way to use Fibonacci is it's kind of like it's the final confluence. So I like to do all my other analysis, and then I'll put on a fib and then I'll see if I can line it up with everything else that I've already done. So if I have these hourly highs here, you know, maybe I've got these highs here, and I go, oh, cool, that lines up pretty nicely with the 50% retracement, then I can go, oh, cool, that's
Order filled.
Zone, delete it and go, cool.
Order filled.
That's my trade that I want. If this wicks back above this previous low here, guys, these hourly highs look very nice. These hourly highs and these highs here are not very nice, but nice. Do you look at SI versus GC for divergence? No, not really, man, not really. If I was trading NQ and ES, yeah, I'd correlate them two. But for gold kind of does, gold does whatever it wants. If I try and watch it too much on an intraday, you know, I'll just get confused and talk yourself out of a trade. I've never really found anything like that for gold. Gold just, if you can just read just gold moves very well. I personally don't correlate gold with anything. Other than sometimes, you know, NQ could be going down and gold could be going up. But not really for silver. Is silver a good support level? Let's have a look. You could have a 15-minute fake out here on gold. Silver is at a very nice support level, I think. I mean, it is, but look how bearish yesterday's candle was. Yesterday closed bearish, so like if anything, you should be shorting today. I wouldn't really see a, you know, 274 tick push down and start trying to see if we're at support. I mean, yes, you're not wrong. Like, we are at support. Would I want to buy this against yesterday's candle and how bearish we have been today in Asia? Not really. But yeah, you're not wrong. It is at a nice support. Would it be my trade to try and buy this? Not really. Look at what we did here opposed to what we haven't done yet on gold.
Order filled.
Squeeze lower. That's what I'm trying to take advantage of on gold. I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that gold needs to re-grab previous hourly highs. And that's why I'm opposed to buying gold up into these hourly highs. Cool trade base. So yeah, definitely, man. No, it's not a stupid idea. And anything that's going to remove the emotions of thinking too much about that P&L helps. Like even just knowing that you have like a combine in the background that's passed, ready to go in case anything goes wrong with your XFA, it just takes off that that pressure. Anything you can do to take off that pressure is great. That's why I like. Oh, this is looking lovely for longs here, guys. I could go back to my long bias here soon. How long have we got? We got about another 5-10 minutes. Remember, guys, my idea was buying up into these highs here. Now, my idea wasn't necessarily wrong. It just wasn't wrong at that time. But at this 30-minute close, it could be back again. Remember, guys, when this candle was all the way down here, I said this could easily wick back above these highs. And if it does, you're going to have nice buys on gold from 9 to about 11 a.m. London time. Which I wish I could stick around with you guys. But you'll have a D coming on right after me as well. But be watching these levels. This is the reason I said don't short this. Why would you not short this? Because the previous hourly grabbed lows and closed bullish. You don't want to be trading against that, guys. Grab the lows and close bullish. It doesn't matter what we're doing on an intraday time frame. Remember how this hourly closed in order to trade this hour. Unless this hourly close is bearish, you know, then I'll short the 9 a.m. candle. But in order for me to trade this 8 a.m. candle, I trade it based off how the past few candles have closed. And you've closed with a decent push down, found huge support, and engulfed back bullish. I want to be buying this 8 a.m. candle. And that's why I took longs. And a potential fake out 15 could give us more entries. and you have buys up into 3160. Yeah, 15-minute fake out. Yep, definitely, man, definitely. Is it possible to trade a XFA and Combine? Yeah, you can copy trade an XFA and a Combine, man. Yep, yep, yep. You can copy trade them both. Hey man, how long did it take you to get to become profitable or get your first payout? Over 2 years. I consistently lost at trading for at least 2 years. Just going round and round in circles, following the wrong people, doing all the wrong things. I quit trading for a little bit, and yeah, over 2 years. I've been trading for 7 years now. My first at least 2 years were just terrible trading, and going through a lot of mistakes in trading that you can't really learn from a book.
Order filled.
A lot of the growing in trading comes from just having to actually make the mistakes and feel that emotional pain. It's not something you can learn from a book. You just have to take the losses, you have to feel that pain, and you have to grow from it. But yeah, I consistently lost money for at least 2 years. At least. I really started to knuckle down on my trading during COVID times when everyone went to lockdown. I just glued at home, just grinding on trading more. Hey Aaron, I caught those sells this morning in Asia. Nice. I only caught 40 ticks because I got scared of the 15-minute rejection on the second hour of Asia. Is there any reason I missed for ignoring it? Well, nice job on the shorts, man. I also got some shorts in Asia. Do you mean this rejection here, maybe? If you mean this rejection here, definitely not. Like, that was... If I was watching this on the 50-minute, that would have really thrown me off as well. But, the main reason for this trade would be the 30-minute. If this 30-minute grabs the highs and holds the resistance, my downside target today on oil was previous daily lows, which were on gold, was shorting into yesterday's lows. So, sometimes, again, it just happens sometimes. Sometimes the 30-minute could look beautiful, but the 15 might throw you off. I've had plenty of times where I've cut a trade because the 15 didn't look great, and I go back and look at the 30 and I go, 30 minutes great. Or sometimes the 30 is not looking great and the hourly isn't great. It just happens sometimes, man. So if you did exit your trade because the 15-minute, grabbed the lows and held support, I think that's pretty logical. The only thing I would say is, if you did cut your trade there, just get straight back in when it gives you another opportunity, because there was still much more downside to come. As soon as you see this candle close bearish, give your trade a second chance. I'm completely okay with giving my trades multiple chances. As long as I'm able to keep my losses small, I'm able to give my trades a few chances. Not every single day, you're going to get in and it's going to rip down. It's going to mess around sometimes. You might cut it, you might cut a little loss, you might cut it at break even. But don't get frustrated, don't get emotional. Wait for the next candle to actually break out, and then short it from here to here. And from here down into these day lows, you still would have made, at one contract over $1,000. But there's nothing wrong with cutting your trade after this candle closed, man. This was a beautiful candle to short. And if I was watching this on the 15, say if this was my trade, as soon as this candle grabbed the lows and held support, yeah, I would have also been cutting that trade right there as well. Because you were kind of holding support, holding resistance. You don't know what's going to happen. So you go, okay, cool, that's fine. Let me wait. Let the markets come to me. As soon as this candle breaks out, amazing. I'll give my trade another chance. I'm okay with not being right first time, guys. I don't care about being right first time. I care about executing well and managing what's right in front of me. I took some buys here on gold today. here and took $170 loss. Now, does that mean I'm wrong? Not really. I'm absolutely willing to give my trade a second chance only when it becomes available. So it's okay to, not be right first time. Just manage the emotions and, yeah, if it gives you a reason to get back short again, don't start shorting for no reason. And also, it's so easy to see this push down and we go, oh damn, like I was short from here. I should have held my shorts, blah blah blah. All these excuses that are just gonna mentally just do zero benefit for you, rather than saying, damn, I was short from here. This is so annoying. Let me start buying. Just go, no, it's fine. I had a reason to close my short. Great management. As soon as it becomes available again, cool. I'll give it another chance, and I'll make back. If you took a small loss here or you made money, you'll make back even a little loss very, very fast. But you only jump back in once it becomes available again. So that's the thing with managing your trades. If you intraday manage your trades, you have to be sometimes willing to give them a second chance. It's not going to be perfect every single time. This is a pretty nice 15-minute fake out here. Grab the lows. You got back above. Zoom guys, give me 2 seconds. But yeah, for me guys, London's looking pretty choppy today, guys. We've had some pretty insane pushes today. You've had a phenomenal push down. You've had a huge push back up. I do like gold buys if you guys are going to continue trading. I like gold to come up and squeeze these highs here. Now, it is pretty risky given how bearish we have been. But even if you just want to keep your levels on here, guys, and just see how it reacts, be watching these levels. I'm going to wait for price to maybe even get back above here. And then I'll see if I can get these, or maybe even the break at this higher. And then I'll see if we can fill this range of 150 ticks, and I'll make back my 170 plus some, but only when it becomes available again. So remember guys, you do have D coming on right after me here as well. We've been on here for about an hour and a half, which has been a great session. Hopefully you guys have got some value, and I will see you guys same time again tomorrow for the final session of the week. Trade safe the rest of the day, as you got big PPI news later on. And I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Trade safe, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.